This is Brian Mazik, the feature columnist for BleacherReport.com, aka Franchise Play, aka the Big Numbers Guy. And this is my official prediction for Super Bowl 48 taking place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A lot of people around those parts a little bit upset because a lot of people keep saying that the Super Bowl is in New York. It's not in New York, it's in New Jersey. So Brick City, y'all can, get the full credit. Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos. Of course, one of the major storylines is Peyton Manning. People are saying, does he really need to win a Super Bowl, a second Super Bowl, to be considered like one of the all-time? I think it's no question he's one of the all-time greats, but to be considered like the greatest of all time, I think he definitely does. Without a question, Peyton Manning is the greatest regular season quarterback has ever lived. I mean, his record during the regular season, his accomplishments during the regular season are amazing. But realize this: before he and the Broncos beat the New England Patriots in the AFC title game, Peyton Manning actually had a losing record in the postseason. He's sitting at 500 now. A win in the Super Bowl will put him over 500 and give him a second Super Bowl ring, which I think says something. I think he needs to win it for that. He does. Love Peyton Manning to death, but the truth is the truth. Russell Wilson is trying to accomplish a lot of things, man. I mean, realize it or not, he's trying to be, even though I believe he's biracial, he's trying to be the second ever African-American quarterback to lead a team to a Super Bowl victory. Doug Williams was the first with the Washington Redskins. Also trying to break a stigma up against short quarterbacks. He's 5'11", and generally the whole stereotype is that the guy should be 6'3" or taller. But Russell Wilson is a beast of a hard worker, and he's trying to bust that down. Marshawn Lynch is his running back. A man of few words when it comes to the media. He doesn't want to talk to the media. I think he's actually making more of a spectacle of himself by leaving early and doing all the stuff that he's doing than he would if he just sat down. If he really doesn't want to be bothered with it that much, just sit down there and get it out of the way. But you're bringing more attention to yourself by saying, I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. So it is what it is. But in regards to the game itself, this is the ultimate matchup of offense versus defense. Seattle in a season where NFL teams are averaging 24.3 points a game across the board, the Seahawks have only allowed 14 points per game during the regular season. On the flip side of that, the Broncos are set a single season record for yardage and points scored. So it's like, the best of both worlds, the two extremes going against each other. So who or what wins out? As good as the Denver's offense is, as good as their offense is, I just have a hard time imagining Peyton Manning shredding this defense. I really do. I mean, they're so good in the secondary with the Legion of Boom. The linebackers are very underrated. They get pressure from the defensive line without having to bring blitzes, which is key against Manning because he will kill you more times than not if you blitz him. But if you can get pressure off the edges and up the middle without blitzing, that's huge. As I said, the secondary is big, athletic, and ferocious. Big for the most part. Earl Thomas is not that big, but he's a freak. So it doesn't matter because he covers so much ground, plays the run and the pass equally. So I really don't see, if Denver gets 20 points in this game, I think that's probably the max of what they're going to score against Seattle. On the other side of the ball is, can Denver shut down Seattle's offense? Seattle's going to do a run-dominant offense. A lot is going to fall on Denver's linebackers in the front four, and with a defensive line, I should say, to actually stop the Seattle run game. From there, we know Russell Wilson's not going to throw the ball down the field a lot into what you would call risky situations. He takes care of the ball. But if you're Denver, you got to try to make him beat you. But see, my issue there with Denver is I don't know if they have enough speed in the secondary to contain Doug Baldwin, Golden Tate, and Jermaine Kearse down the field. I truly wonder about that aspect of it. So as they stack up to try to slow down Marshawn Lynch, When Russell Wilson runs play action, rolls out to his right or his left, and he goes down the field, he creates more time with his legs. What happens then? I think it opens up some opportunities for big plays for Seattle down the field. Seattle's not going to score a ton of points, but they're not going to give up a lot either. I don't know. This is almost a pick'em for me, but I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. The Seattle Seahawks are going to win Super Bowl 48. Richard Sherman's going to have a good game against Demaryius Thomas. I don't know about shutting him down, but he'll have a good game, and the Seahawks are going to win 23-20. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. Subscribe, follow. Peace.